breaking news that we're tracking this afternoon. It is a 27 first alert severe weather day, and we will show you the damage in just a moment. But first, tonight, how 6 Kentucky healthcare facilities, including one in Frankfort, hope these pink gloves. Sam, they certainly have. You know, time is ticking, and tonight millions of viewers will turn their eyes here to Center College and to Danville to see these two candidates lay out their case. Chances are that you may be guilty of texting while driving.
We will continue to keep you updated on that story as more developments come into the newsroom for you. But back here in New Orleans, of course, we're here for basketball, and before we can get to the fans and see in New Orleans, we got to talk about this game coming up.
Good afternoon to you, Sam, and there is a lot of anticipation. I can tell you, I've been here since about 1:30 this afternoon. A lot of picture taking going on here. A lot of people just stopping by. They just want to be a part of it all. Now, I should tell you, we're not in our normal location for going live down at Center College, simply because security is tight. And between 5 and 7 tonight, the Secret Service was running some sweeps down there, so we decided to pack up and move up here in downtown. It is quiet. Folks are just going home for the night, but that will certainly not be the case tomorrow when this town is invaded by a lot of folks that want to be a part of this debate. Now, back down at the college, folks down there have been very, very busy today, putting all those final touches in place to make sure that tomorrow's debate at Newland Hall is ready to go. They've basically had to transform Newland from the theater area that it is into a working television studio. And today they actually had a mock debate just to make sure that everything was good to go, and some center students actually got to play some key roles in that debate. Our Phil Pendleton has more. Phil, thanks so much. Living the lesson there today for those students. All right, we want to now get you to a live picture. Take a look. This is a live picture at Bluegrass Airport where Congressman Paul Ryan has just arrived. He is there now. He's off the plane. He's actually greeting some supporters. Sam, good evening to you here in West Liberty. The sun is beginning to set, and as you can see behind me, work continues. Folks here are using every available minute that they can to board up this town and get it ready for the next step. I've been here in West Liberty all afternoon, and I've gotten a chance to see the faces of those that have been devastated by the storm. I stopped by the shelter and got to see them, and you know, they're doing the best that they can given what's happened to them. But I also got the chance today to see how people are really helping, and it is neighbor helping neighbor here. Many of them folks that they've never even met before, coming from far and wide. Devastation like this, kindness really does go a long way with folks who right now, quite frankly, many of them have nothing. And so a smile and some kindness and some good-heartedness goes a long way with these folks. As we said, they're doing what they can here to get this town back up and running today. Power lines are being put up, the power lines are being strung, and that is a good sign. Also, AT&T phone service came back. So for a lot of folks, including ourselves, that is some good news that things are moving forward. From here on the ground, it is one thing to see it, but when we go up in the sky and sky first and get a chance to see the magnitude of this devastation, it is pretty incredible. And we sent our officer Dawn back up just to get another look at all of the devastation all across this area in Morgan County. Good afternoon to you, Sam. You know, Marion County and the city of Lebanon is like most small communities. Everyone knows everyone, and Deputy Anthony Rakes was one of those. He was a hometown kid who grew up to serve his community, never dreaming, though, that he would die in the line of duty. We begin tonight with WKYT's Andy Cunningham on how a routine traffic stop turned into tragedy. He begins our top story, team coverage at 5. And that was our Andy Cunningham reporting. Now, we learned late this afternoon, right before news time, that Deputy Anthony Rakes was shot twice, once in the torso and once in the abdomen. It did not take police long, though, to catch the man suspected of killing Deputy Rakes, Dwayne Shipp. We checked into the criminal past of Dwayne Shipp. Not only has he faced charges here in Marion County, he has also faced charges in Lincoln County as well. WKYT's Phil Pendleton continues our team coverage with that angle. Well, it is certainly so sad when we lose any members of our law enforcement. Deputy Rakes is the third officer to be killed in the line of duty this year. Pike County Sheriff's Deputy James Thacker died when a drunk driver hit him in January. David Childers pled guilty to manslaughter and received 20 years in prison. Hodgenville officer Mark Talby died in September after he crashed during a chase. A suspect is in jail facing multiple charges in that case. Well, all day, many of you have been leaving your messages
messages, your condolences, your thoughts, and your prayers on both WKYT.com and our Facebook page. We'd like to share just a couple of those with you here tonight. Gail Roberts wrote, "Our condolences to the family members and friends. God bless them all." And Susan Strickland writes, "Praying for this family. My son is a police officer, and I pray for his safekeeping each and every day." And remember, you can always leave your comments and your condolences. Just go to WKYT.com and also on our Facebook page as well. I can tell you it is Wednesday night here in Lebanon in Marion County. Right to my left is the Lebanon United Methodist Church. Since 4 o'clock, folks have been streaming into that church for Wednesday night service. Obviously, they have some praying to do tonight and a very sad time here in this community, but a large crowd there tonight. Coming up at 5:30, our team coverage continues with how sadly the organizers of the Kentucky Law Enforcement Memorial are preparing to add yet another name. That is coming up for you at 5:30. For now, live in Marion County, Amber Philpott, WKYT. Sam, they certainly have. You know, time is ticking, and tonight millions of viewers will turn their eyes here to Center College and to Danville to see these two candidates lay out their case and to see where they go from here and how critical tonight could actually be in this upcoming presidential race. Certainly everyone here is quite excited. It has been building all day long, but now Center has done all they can do. It is up to those candidates. And speaking of, Vice President Joe Biden arrived in Kentucky just a few hours ago. He landed at Bluegrass Airport just before 1 this afternoon, surrounded by Secret Service. Biden was accompanied by his daughter as he came off Air Force Two. Biden has been preparing for the debate at his home in Delaware. Meantime, Republican Paul Ryan arrived in Kentucky yesterday to a large crowd at Bluegrass Airport. The Wisconsin congressman has been out of public sight since he landed, working on his final preps for this showdown. I want to bring in WKYT's political expert, Bill Bryant. Bill, you have been here before in 2000. You're back again. Usually, these vice presidential debates really don't matter to a lot of people sometimes.
Not as much.
But this year it is potentially critical in this race.